there is a guy in the Discord who is awfully committed to making amazing content, and him and I shared the same idea. He beat me to it, which is great because that means less work for me. But Mars, a community leader, made the Untitled Trials. And here, it's available. It's in the Discord, and what it is if you're done with the game, you're kind of bored with the content, you can go here and see what other people are trying in a pseudo-competitive, self-limiting way. So I'll take you page by page. So here we have the main menu. We have some buttons which should be clickable in the future, or maybe they are now, but I'm, whatever. Oh, they all hyperlink. That's cool. He's doing a lot of great work. Then we have update stuff. This is great. Moving on, we have the Tome of Trial. So here it's kind of like the log of everything that there is. If you don't really know what you want to do, there is a trial of the day where it just picks one and it says, hey, try an evening out. You can only use champions in odd number slots. So 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11. And you may not unlock the others. And that's trial number 18. Certain times, and there are currently 37 trials and 216 entries. That number was reset since after the tanking and healing update, because yours truly used to be the leader, but I've been busy and have fallen out of practice. But there is a guide on how to use them, right? He asks for your screenshot. Number 1 is of your high score of the highest wave that you can get to with this criteria. There's some rules here, click level is maxed out at 100, because if you had old expired click pots, you could essentially click your way through waves 300 without even using your champions, so it defeated the purpose. But you can use as many buffs, potions, familiars, what have you. Those are allowed unless otherwise specifically stated. The second is the results screen. This is kind of just like a make sure that everything was good and gravy, that you weren't just rearranging stuff at the very end and be like, oh, hey, I did it. But the hope is that if you're doing this, then you're not really doing this to cheat. You're just doing this to have fun and kind of create a healthy competition amongst the community. So you can go through, and here you can see with the little check boxes who is eligible for these challenges. So we see that Paulton is the newest champion as of, the event just ended 3 hours ago. And so he's already in here, and Mars has updated the trials that you can attempt with him. So you can just scroll down and say oh, cool, let me try this one. We're the good guys, okay? I can only use Brunor, Celeste, Dinar, Nayeli, Benwin, and so forth. It identifies only the good aligned champions, and it kind of dummy proofs it. Says just well, I don't know who's available. Here you go. Super easy. All the legwork's been done. And then here we have the Hall of Heroes. Here we have essentially it's a high score. So we see that 3 people have attempted all alone, with the Mickey doing surprisingly well. You generally don't have to put comments here, but I guess they used Archon because they called it out. But for the most part, it's left a mystery, because that's part of the fun is ooh, I wonder what they did, and you have to try it and fiddle around and figure stuff out for yourself. Hopefully by the time you're at this point, you know enough about the game and about your own champions to be ooh, I know exactly who I'd use for this, because you're done with all of the content. And it scrolls through. I'm probably in here anyway. Hey, look, Dylan did it. Oh, it's a legacy one, but forget the past. So there's a fair amount. And that's for the Grand Tour of the Sword Coast. We can move this over and see the Tomb of Annihilation. Hey, look, there's me. I did all alone. I took advantage of the Gromma Weekend buff on accident. Worked out well. So I got 136, and even then, the Mickey, killing it. Never heard of them either. So it's just who is this person? It provides mystery and intrigue within the community. So we see that. So all the submissions are there. So you have Tomb of Annihilation, you have Waterdeep, and you also have event and time gates, which is interesting because you only have a set amount of limited time. So it's like, ooh, I'm bored. Let's do this free play using this event formation, which you can use in either an event or a time gate. So maybe you thought about it, be like, ooh, I should really try that. Assuming you don't care about favor or as much to like get the optimal stuff there, whatever, you know what I'm saying. So there you have, again, all the events. This is a very cool tool, and I wanted to get it out there, kind of, you know, promote his stuff up, because he deserves it. And then on this next tab, we have champion info. You see as much as you want. Well, I guess there it has checkboxes and, like, you know, good or races and stuff. So it's there for everyone. It even has listed attack speeds, which is so smart and cool, because this could be a resource just for you to be like, oh, who is my fastest attacker? Because Ishii is set at 6, but actually she attacks like a quarter of a second faster than anyone else. So you can see, like, okay, who's really quick. Dinar is there. I know Calliope is pretty low. Birdsong is pretty low. Yep, 3.75. So you can use this resource for a lot of other reasons. There is an FAQ. But he is, if you have any more questions, he is very friendly, and he also streams. He reads books to people on Twitch. He's a nice guy. And then there's a change log. I don't know what more you could ask for. He does a really great job. I just wanted to promote him up a bit, and you know, if you hadn't heard of it, check it out. I've definitely had some fun, especially when you're at the end and you're just like, I don't want to farm anymore. What should I do? Oh, let's just bring up a trial and see how well I can do. Good luck on your attempts, and I hope to see your names on the leaderboards in the near future.